Hey there, everybody. Stuart Knight here with a video that I hope will help you boycott what you thought. Okay, listen, let me ask you a question. All right, it's a tough question. I want you to answer this question as honestly as you possibly can. Do you really think you make enough effort in life in order for you to achieve the goals you have in your career or your business life, or for you to just be as happy as you want to be? I mean, do you really make enough effort to get there? Okay? And if your answer is no, don't feel bad, because that's how we improve. That's how we change our lives. You see, for me, I meet literally thousands of people with my job as a professional speaker, going around the world speaking to all kinds of different corporations and producing shows. I meet all kinds of people who are continuously telling me how much they want to achieve. They keep telling me all these big goals they have in business, or all of these wonderful experiences that they want to have in their personal life. And then I ask them questions about their life, and I ask them what they've done to get there. And you wouldn't believe how often I find myself going, oh, really? I'm thinking this in the back of my head. I'm going, oh, you really don't know, do you? You really don't know. You really think that's enough effort. And it's not even close to being the amount of effort that a person needs to put in if they want to achieve the things that they keep saying they want to achieve. It's like, making yourself a smoothie, right? There you are, you're making this smoothie. You love having a smoothie at the beginning of the day, and you love having all the right ingredients. You put your raspberries in there, you crack an egg in there, you put your protein powder in there, you throw, a couple of, chopped up pieces of steak, some broccoli, some cauliflower, whatever you like in your weird smoothie. And there's one thing that's always a key ingredient that makes it so sweet and so beautiful, are the blueberries. All right, so you're making a smoothie, you put everything in there, you go to the freezer, and you find out, damn, I've run out of blueberries. That's okay, no big deal. Turns out that a couple of blocks away, you have a grocery store or a convenience store. You could just run down there and grab some blueberries, but you don't. You don't want to put in the effort. You're thinking, well, you know what, this is good enough. I'll just do whatever I have with me now. I'll put those kinds of things in there. That's enough. And then you drink the smoothie and you're like, yeah, you know what? I know it'd be better with blueberries, but this will do. You don't cry though, do you? You don't get really upset. You don't stamp your feet and go, why are things not working out for me with my smoothies? Of course you don't do that, because you know, well, you know what? I just didn't put in the effort. So if that's true for something as simple as a smoothie, why isn't it true for other parts of your life? Why are people so frustrated when they don't get that dream job or that dream relationship, or they don't find themselves having all kinds of adventure in their lives? When they don't realize that they just didn't put in the effort. They just didn't go out and get the blueberries. Right? And I see this with so many individuals who, let's say, for example, are going for jobs. They're applying for jobs. And they apply for a few jobs, they go for a few interviews, and eventually they get a job offered. And they're like, well, you know what? It's not my dream job, but it's definitely better than the one I have right now. All right, cool. You go and take that job. Guess what? 1 year later, you hate the job, right? In 1 year, you're kind of like, well, now I'm kind of bored with this. I have to start going looking for a job again. Well, why didn't you just put in the extra effort in the beginning? Why didn't you just apply for way more jobs? Or why didn't you make the effort to discover one of the favorite things that person who's interviewing you has in their life? Like maybe they're, an avid fisherman or a fisherwoman, and you find out by talking to their receptionist. And when you walk into the interview, say, hey, I heard you're a big fisherman, fisherwoman, whatever. I heard you're a big fisher person. And you throw the magazine down on the table and say, hey, I thought you might be interested in this. Are we talking about bribing people? Yes, it's exactly what I'm talking about. But what I'm really getting at here is just an example that crosses my mind on the spot as I'm shooting this video. It's the extra effort that allows you to get noticed. But if you're too lazy to put in that extra effort to call the receptionist and to find out, well then, can you really be upset that you didn't get that dream job? Or people who have jobs, who want advancement. Oh my God, it's amazing how many people can't get their asses off their couch, out the door, and go down to a networking event. Well, I'm not gonna know anybody there. It's gonna be uncomfortable, and it's cold out. Well, I don't know about you, but I think we just found the common denominator as to why your business is not growing. Or for those who want advancements within their company, how much or how often do you go to your boss and say, is there anything extra I can do? Or how often are you taking extra courses that will help you become that much more successful because you've learned something that helps you become better at your job? How much extra effort are you putting in? Oh, single people. Don't get me even started about single people who tell me that they want to fall in love. No, you don't, because you have to go on a a hell of a lot of dates in order to pick, or in order to meet somebody who you could fall in love with. But what do? They're like, well, it's too much work, or I'm too busy with my job, or I don't know. It's like so often I go on a date and you meet these people who are just weirdos and it never goes anywhere. Well, if you don't want to put in the extra effort, don't expect to get the extra good relationship. Or what about those people who are in relationships? They've been with somebody for 10, 20, 30 years, and they're like, yeah, the relationship, it is what it is. Yeah, you know how it goes. You get kids, and the romance kind of dies. What can you expect, right? And they think that that's the standard that they should have because all of their friends have that standard. No. There's a lot of really amazing relationships that people have who've been married for a long period of time. It's because they put in the extra effort. They get up off the chair during that movie and they give their partner that massage. They make the effort to make love. And while they're making love, they actually stop and say, what kinds of things does my partner actually like me to do? And then they make the extra effort to do those things. They make the extra effort to smell good, to look good, to be romantic. And that's why they have these amazing relationships. And this is true for any other component of our lives. I mean, sometimes you have family members that you can't stand, but you gotta make the extra effort with them in order to create the best family life you possibly can. You know, with friendships, oh my goodness, how many people keep wondering why they're not having these great lives, and yet their friends are just mediocre people. You've got to make that extra effort to go out there and meet these amazing people, join clubs, or start your own organization, or do anything that it takes to meet those people who are going to make you raise your game. And parents, I'm a dad, I got 2 kids, and you know that we need to make that effort in order to produce amazing kids. And so yes, you're in the restaurant. The easier effort would be to just give them a screen and let them look at the device and watch a movie while you and your partner have a normal conversation while they are playing the game. Yeah, okay, that's putting in only a little bit of effort, right? The extra effort is to go that much further and to talk to your kids and to engage them in putting a puzzle together or to make them use their imagination with the napkin and tell them to make something out of it. And if they make the right thing, you're going to give them a cookie or whatever it is. That's the extra effort. And it's that extra effort that makes you go that much further in life. I've had to do this. Look, I am now a very successful entrepreneur, and I would never have got there had I not put in the extra effort to do the kinds of things that nobody really wanted to do. I can't even tell you how many men I've had to sleep with to get to where I am today, right? Now, I didn't sleep with them. I'm straight, you know. I'm in I'm not in a same-sex relationship here, folks. When I say sleeping with men, I've had to sleep in the same bed with so many men in so many hotels because we could never afford to get extra rooms back in the days when we were first starting out. So the one woman, her name was Beverly, she would sleep in one bed, and me and the guy would sleep in the other bed because that's all we could afford. We made the extra effort, and that's why we've managed to get to the levels of success that we have today. Right? There was a time when I was 28 years old, I was $250,000 in personal debt. Okay, did I cry and say the world is against me? No. I got off my ass, I printed flyers, I went and stood on the street, made that extra effort and told people, here's who I am, come to my show, or hire me to be a speaker at one of your events. Or all the different times I've made all those extra phone calls to people who I didn't really know, even though it made me feel uncomfortable, just so that I could have lunch with that person, hoping it would lead me to some sort of extra business. And I could give you 10,000 examples just like that. You gotta make the extra effort. You see, if you want this, you can't do this, all right? If you want to get the best out of life, you gotta do the amount of work that's required in order to get the most out of life. And I find that only a very small percentage of people are actually willing to put in the extra effort. So here's my question to you as I leave off this video this week. What is the extra effort that you need to make? I mean, what category of your life do you need to make a little bit of extra effort? Is it being a parent? Is it being a partner to the person you're in a relationship with? Is it putting in more effort to find the person that you want to actually fall in love with? Could you put more effort into your job or to career? What category is it, and what do you need to do? And if you're going to tell me, you know what, actually nothing. Bullshit. That's a lie. We all have something. I've got things I need to do too. So what is it for you today? Make that extra effort. Boycott your old way of thinking of believing that you're putting in enough effort to get the results that you want. And instead, put in the extra effort today, call yourself out, and do what it takes to get to where you want to go, whether it's in your career or your personal life. All right, that's it. Lots of love to you. Hope this helps you boycott what you thought. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye-bye. Take care.